Good morning, my beautiful souls. Happy New Year. We are in 2020. It is 9 days in the year of a brand new decade. And I'm sure you've seen the title, so you definitely know what I'll be talking about today. And definitely the topic is accountability. Are you holding yourself accountable? How are you going to make 2020 the best year of your life? Now, forget about the decade before, okay? A whole decade just went by. You can't get back that time. So, how are you moving forward and making this your year? Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. Now, I'm going to say this again. Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. How are you holding the glue to tie to the commitments? And how are you making the results happen that you're trying to change in your life? It's very important to see, are you where you stand in this topic? There's two different behaviors. There's two different types of people. Are you the person that shows the accountability behaviors, things that happen because of you? Okay, let's go in a little deeper than that. And are you the person that makes it happen? Do you find solutions to how you're going to get to where you want to go? Do you own it? Do you own what you're doing? Are you happy? Do you say it with conviction? And do you acknowledge reality? Because if you can't acknowledge reality, then you're not in this accountability behavior. You're not at that positive point. I'm going to show you how you could get there because it's so important. And then I'll just want to explain after so that I can tap into both. The second, are you the person who plays the victim? Are you the victim in these behaviors? Things that happen to you. Are you waiting and hoping? Do you make personal excuses? Do you blame others? And the last one is, I don't know. I don't know. Like, are you just, I don't know. To tap into these two different types, first and foremost, the people that make things happen, I think out of all the things that I named in that part is acknowledging the reality. It's very important. If you can't acknowledge reality, then you will not be able to hold yourself accountable. And it is an ugly truth to do that. We don't want to. It's so quick and easy to blame others than to really look at our own self. So for 2020, let's hold ourselves accountable, beautiful souls. Let's find solutions to take our lives, our dreams to the next level. How are we doing that? Without just saying it, without just writing it down, how are we providing action? And then let's just stop with the victim behavior. Let's stop blaming others why we are not where we are in life. Something happens and it didn't work out in your favor. Now you're blaming that person because you're not there. The only person that's in the way of you getting to where you're trying to be is you. It's no one else. No one but you. But you kind of get out of your own head. And I feel like when we're in our own head, we're definitely are putting more pressure. We're adding so many things to ourselves that we are not giving ourselves credit. So let's stop self-sabotaging ourselves. Let's start loving ourselves better, but also in loving ourselves better, creating self-discipline and holding ourselves accountable to the things that we say we're going to do. So don't just say it, just actually do it. Start making the steps that's going to take you to where you want to go. Just remember, in life, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody. Everyone in the complete world makes a mistake. Don't let that mistake take over your life. Move on and find how to do better. Find the solution. Okay, so you did something that didn't work out last year. Find out how you could do it and make it better this year. Remember, you're the author to your life. Nobody can write you a story. Nobody can tell your story but you. And stop holding what others say about you in your mind and projecting. You have to understand, people will always project. That's their own insecurities. Let others deal with that. You have to deal with yourself. You have to start holding you accountable. So again, I ask you, are you in control? How is 2020 going to be the best year of your life? And I want you to kind of meditate with that question. And I want you to really ask yourself, because I can't go a step further in answering a question that only you can answer for you. Everybody has different goals, different dreams, different mindsets. But in order to hold yourself accountable and to be responsible and to be self-disciplined, you have to really pay attention to your surroundings and what are you doing? What are your daily tasks? Is it bringing you one step closer to your goal? Even if you started small and baby steps. You can't run you before you get to your destination. You got to crawl before you can walk, before you can run. You can't just skip these steps. And that's the thing. So many times we want to skip steps just to get to where we're trying to go. I hate to say it, beautiful souls. You can't skip these steps. You have to do the work. And yes, it's hard work. There's days where you're going to feel defeated. There's days where you don't feel like going anymore. There's days where you want to beat yourself up. There's days where you want to cry. There's days that you want to stop doing what you're doing. But my beautiful souls, if I'm here and I'm telling you, it's because I'm only speaking to you what I am speaking to myself, what I'm pouring into my own life. You didn't just wake up this morning and said, how am I going to create better audios for my audience for 2020? Because I don't see a competition. I'm not in competition with anybody else. There's 1,000 motivational speakers all over the world. I'm in competition with me. I am only holding myself accountable. How am I going to make this even better than the last audio? What am I switching up this time? What am I going to do differently? How am I going to be more effective? I want to be more effective. I want to be more powerful. How? If I'm not taking the necessary steps to do the things that I want, then it won't be what I want it to be. But I'll be lying to you, beautiful souls, if there's not days that I don't feel discouraged. There's not days I don't want to do it, or I don't know what I'm going to talk about, or I don't know how I'm going to keep going, how I'm going to keep providing, how I'm going to keep delivering. But it's through those moments that I got to pick myself up. No one else is going to get me out of bed other than our Heavenly Father. That's the only person that's going to get me up out of the bed. And then it's my choice to decide to do what I'm going to do to push myself forward, to get through the humps. And this is why it's so important. I think because I'm so focused in this tunnel vision, I saw out my life. I saw what I want to do. And not only that, that's what I keep in mind when I'm feeling discouraged, when I'm not feeling motivated, to keep me motivated. To stay that way is to be, you can't be focusing on other people. You can't be focusing, when I say you can't focus on other people, you can't be focusing on what other people say, because everyone will always have an opinion. They will always have an opinion. But remember, it starts with you. People will make you feel a way. Sometimes we're more in our head than what people actually think of us. But who really cares about that? How do you think about you every day? And are you happy with where you are in life? Could you truly sit here and say that you're doing everything it's going to take to get you to the next level? Or are you letting distractions and blaming other people stop you from being where you are? Because as long as you have air in your body, there's no reason why you can't be where you are. Okay, so you didn't have a great childhood. So something bad happened. Don't let hurt stop you. Most importantly, heal. Heal and move on. Because I guarantee you, the people that hurt you in life are moving on with theirs. Now that's your stuff. That's your baggage, your hurt, your pain that you're taking on. How can you use that and strengthen through it? I'm somebody who battles so many different things. And it's made me stronger today. It's through those moments that when I feel discouraged and I don't want to do something, that I remind myself what I'm capable of. What I've done before, how I've gotten myself out of situations, but not just by myself, because with my Heavenly Father, always have to give God the glory over my life. And then what I put into action. If you don't got people around you that is building you up, that you don't feel inspired, let it go. No need to continue to keep putting yourself down. No need to be around somebody who's going to put you down and consistently do that. You don't need that type of energy around you. So how are you keeping good energy around you? Even because you can't even eliminate those people all the way. Sometimes it could be at a workplace. It could be anywhere. It could be a family member. Sometimes you can't even get rid of certain. But to what you can be responsible for, what you can control, focus on that. And take the steps. Whatever it takes, beautiful souls, know that you are in power. You have the power. You have the power. So definitely, I want you to take over your life. Take over it. It's yours. Do better. Saying you will do better doesn't count. But doing something about it does. And I want you to just remember that. That is how you're going to get the results. Remember, you're in control of writing your own book. The chapters of your life. So you had one bad day, one bad week. That doesn't define your year. That doesn't define you. So you had one bad decade. So last year wasn't that great. Who cares? And it's not to seem harsh, my beautiful souls. It's that for you to turn on this audio and that at the end of it, you feel motivated and you feel powerful and you feel uplifted to get up, stop feeling sorry for yourself, and make it happen. We're in 2020 and you deserve it. So forget about what didn't happen last year. That time and the decade before, that time is past. How will you write a new one in this new decade? It starts with you. Get out of your own head. I want to thank you for listening, my beautiful souls. 2020, we're coming harder than ever. So best believe these audios are going to come harder than ever. Keep pushing, keep striving. Remember, less hate and more love. Thank you so much for listening.